Okay, we have Danny Eslick's on his way, but let's get going. Yes, we're there. Okay, everybody, we got our top four front row for the AMA Pro National Guard Superbike race for this weekend. Top four. In qualifying, we have fourth place, number 22, Tommy Hayden in the Rockstar Makita Suzuki. Qualifying third, John Hopkins, the M4 Monster Energy Suzuki. Second place is Josh Hayes on the Team Graves Yamaha, and consolidating his pole position from yesterday, Blake Young on the Rockstar Makita Suzuki. Tommy, let's start with you a little bit. You know, you and Josh are kind of the main players in this weekend's activities. You've been running well and running quick, but Blake's kind of come in and spoiled the party a little bit. Tell us a little bit about how yesterday and today has gone for you and how you're set for today in the race.
You know, it's been going pretty well. Nothing special, but it's just been kind of steady. You know, today I really expected to go a little bit faster. I thought the track would be faster. Felt pretty hot yesterday, kind of greasy. Thought this morning would help some. But really, it didn't feel like it made a whole lot of improvement. Maybe just barely a little bit. I expected, you know, probably easy half a second or something. Just the track alone, it was kind of like that at the test. But for me, it wasn't really the case today. So, you know, things are going okay. Definitely didn't ride as well as I'd hoped to out there that session, making a few mistakes and some stuff that I need to work on. But overall, we're on the front row. I think our pace is good enough to, you know, battle for the win today. We'll just have to try to get a good start and make it happen.
You know, in a lot of races previously this year, you've worked a lot on setup and with different bikes and setups. How much of that are you doing this weekend?
You know, a little bit, not a ton, because we tested here 2 days, so in similar conditions. So, you know, I tried about all the options we had at the test, and since then I've had a pretty narrow window of all the tracks I went to. So coming into this weekend, I didn't feel like it was you know, necessary to try to you know, reinvent the wheel here at the last race. So we hadn't been doing a lot. We have a different front tire for this race than we had at the test, so been trying to feel it out a little bit, see if you know, see if I think there's anything in it, and a couple little things here and there, but nothing major.
Well, congratulations and well done. We look forward to a good race. John, you continue to improve, and your performance has really picked up now that you've come back after having your hand fixed. And tell us a little bit about your session as well.
Yeah, it was actually really good. You know, I actually thought I thought the times were actually going to be a lot quicker from yesterday to today with the cooler track temperatures, but yeah, it wasn't the case so much for us. You know, I'm still learning my way around here and kind of following these guys around. I'd never raced here before. Did a track day this last weekend, and kind of learned where I was going, man, because had I not done that track day, I'd be completely lost. But it's a great track, great facility. I love this place. Really enjoy it. You know, it's definitely a world-class, you know, facility here. And as far as the M4 Monster Energy Suzuki's working, it's working really good. It's funny because we haven't changed one thing except for tires from what we did last weekend at the track day. So just going out riding, and I think our pace is working really well. You know, it's going to be a battle, definitely between the four of us up here. But you know, I know there's a championship to be won by these two guys. But you know, I don't want to go out and knock on wood, do anything stupid. But you know, I'd like to go out and put a win in for the end of the year for the team and all the efforts that they've done. And yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know, I want to go out and win, and I'm going to be going for it for sure.
How does your wrist feel?
The wrist feels good. You know, it's it gets sore by the end of the weekend. It was a little bit sore after New Jersey, but the actual time that it recovers after the weekend is just getting shorter and shorter. Right now, it feels great. You know, it's I would say there's no hindrance. You know, right now, I mean, my wrist doesn't affect me, and my wrist doesn't slow me down. It's not an excuse to go any slower. So it's wrist good.
Well, it's good and glad to have you back up here where you belong. Josh, nothing lost, nothing gained with Blake taking pole here between you and Tommy. You were quick yesterday. You've been quick pretty much all weekend, and then late in the session, a couple minutes left, Blake pops that time in. How's your head in terms of getting around that and then your preparation for the race?
I think so far it's been a pretty typical weekend for me. I'm putting in a lot of fast laps. They're just not necessarily the fastest one here and there, and I think we have a good machine, and I'm kind of going through the motions like we have every other race weekend this year, and I think we have a good race bike. It should be a fun battle, and I think that's going to probably keep me pretty preoccupied, just racing well and go out and have a good race, and do what I've been doing all year, and hopefully we can have some of the same results, and the end result maybe a championship. So.
Like Tommy, have you done a lot of technical stuff with your bikes this weekend, or?
Our bike has changed quite a bit from when we tested here, and we've tried. We've kind of changed our setup over the last couple of races, the last half of the season here, and. So we've gone back and forth. We have tried a few things, but we keep kind of going back to something very similar to what we raced last weekend at New Jersey. And, we're kind of exploring and always looking for a little more. And but I'm still able to get out and get a lot of laps in on the racetrack. And, this pole point, I wanted it. I definitely, took a couple of shots at it and did the best I could. Blake put in a good lap. It was... pretty tough out there. This is a track that, it's not very easy or not very hard to make a mistake. One little thing down there into Charlotte's Web or turn 4 or 5, whatever it is, can put you off track pretty easy or offline and really hurt your lap time. So, we are pretty steady, doing some good laps, and I've done good laps on one tire for a long time. I've gotten a lot of laps on a tire and done well, so I'm kind of in the same boat as always. Good, strong, consistent laps, race distance, and go out and do 21 of them now.
Sounds like a good plan. Blake, nothing like waiting till a couple minutes left in session to reassert yourself on top of the charts. Were you ever in doubt that you had the bike to get pole today?
About 10 minutes ago, I think we threw our first tire in at it and went out there and started my lap and ended up catching some lap traffic there going down into turn 4. Obviously, like I said yesterday, I think a tire here, a new tire is where it's at, where you're going to find your speed as far as a lap time goes. But, I came in and talked to the guys and just said, hey, sorry, guys, I didn't get it done that lap. We ended up having one more tire left, and no, I'm pretty happy with the way my bike's been working. We've just been slowly progressing with it, and we have something a little bit different than what we tested here with. But nonetheless, we worked on the bike this morning in the beginning of the session, and I think we got something pretty good for the race.
Well done. Questions?
Like you did your time on that second tire, then what was the lap like? Was it your best?
Yeah, it was a fairly decent lap. The bike felt really, really comfortable. If it got out of shape a little bit, I could get it steered back in and get it where I need it to be pointed. And yeah, absolutely. It's pretty amazing what a tire will do to the motorcycle out here right now. It's a lot more grip than I've ever got from a new tire at a racetrack before, and it goes away a lot quicker on the second, third, fourth lap, a lot quicker than I've ever had a tire go away, too. So, obviously we tried some different things, and this morning we worked on that 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th lap, tire, and see what the bike was like from there, and then obviously gave it a new tire, and the thing works still pretty good.
Tommy, I was going to ask, were you guys back on the older Dunlop fronts that you used before New Jersey, and did that make any difference?
I've been running both, kind of a little bit back and forth. They both seem to kind of have their pluses and minuses a little bit. So, in all honesty, I'm a little bit undecided at this moment. They're both, I think, capable of, running up front. I think I wouldn't be surprised to see the race won on either one of those front tires today. it's just a matter of weighing it out.
What about you, Josh? You ran the whole season on the one front, and then New Jersey had to switch.
We've ridden both, and like Tommy said, one tire's pretty good in this area, and the other one's kind of preferred in the other areas. Right now, we're preferring the older tires, so we're running the 6680, I believe it is been the one of preference for me this weekend. Another track, it might not be the case, but for the areas that we were talking about, I kind of chose the 6680 and said that one's working a little better for me today.
Blake, how do you balance the desire to go out there and win the race, but also not affect the championship?
I don't know if there's really a simple way to do that, but we're just. I can't really tell you. I mean, if you ask me how the race is going to go right before the race, I still wouldn't be able to tell you. You just got to kind of wait and see how things are played out. And that's what we want to do. And if these guys are having a good race out front, and I don't have the pace to go with them, I'm not going to intervene or do anything out of the norm. Yeah. I'd like to win today, but
You owe him a finger.
yeah.
Take the other one.
It's right here.
I'll go out to the gravel track and get me a souvenir.
There you go. Easy. But no, absolutely. There's no really way to kind of stay out of the way. I mean, obviously everybody's pretty close and everybody's riding really, really hard, and we'll just see where it ends up.
Tommy, your sense of urgency for 1 point now, is it changed from the last couple of races? You didn't get pole point, and that most laps lead point is available. I mean, I know it's 22, but every point makes a difference. So is the sense of urgency to lead this race the most laps at the forefront of your mind right now?
It's not at the forefront of my mind, no. I mean, I want to win today and tomorrow, and really, obviously, like I said before, I'm definitely not the favorite to win the championship at this point. But, I do think there's still a decent chance. I mean, a lot of stuff can happen. And, but, there's not an urgency to get every, those points. Right now, the way it breaks down, I don't think they're super critical because, I don't see Josh getting back to the point, in the race where that the single points are, really that big a deal. But it's pretty simple. I got to try to do the best I can, hopefully win the race, and hope for some good luck. Besides that, it's pretty much out of my control, and I'm not really thinking about it past that.
Okay, we good?
You feel outgunned by Suzuki? I mean, there's Suzukis all around you. You're the lone Yamaha, it's four around you?
Even when I had the other Yamaha, I felt a little outgunned out there. It's one of those things, honestly, I think Blake, John, Jake, if he can get up in there, for those guys, they need to win races. It really does. This championship doesn't affect them at all. Last year, if I wasn't going to win the championship, what did it matter? I want to go to the front. I want to win races. That's all that matters. So, those guys have got to do that, and it's up to me and Tommy to do our job as far as the championship goes. The weight's on our shoulders. We kind of put ourselves in this position. So, I'm just going to go out and try to ride a strong race. And if I can ride a strong race, and kind of like Tommy, if a little luck goes my way, maybe I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. So. There's a lot of guys going fast. Times are pretty close. I'm just going to go out and try to do what I've done every weekend. Like I said, have a strong race and see where the chips fall.
Okay, we good?
What did you want to know, Greg?
Okay, guys, thanks a lot. Congratulations. We look forward to a great race.